This is for educational use only. Our group is allowing our instructor, Mr. Roldan Ardines, to use this as an educational material. No copyright infringement is intended.
So hi everyone, today I'm going to talk about the Sustainable Development Goals or SDGs. So first, what are the Sustainable Development Goals? So they are a set of 17 global goals created by the United Nations to help solve major problems around the world, like poverty, hunger, inequality, and climate change. So these goals serves as a guide to make sure our world becomes more peaceful, fair, and sustainable for everyone. When did it start and who started it? So the SDGs were officially launched in 2015 by the United Nations during a meeting attended by almost every country in the world. So they replaced the Millennium Development Goals, which were from 2000 to 2015, and continued their mission but in a broader and more inclusive way. What is the purpose of the SDGs? The main purpose is to make sure that all people can live better lives with access to education, health, care, clean water, and decent jobs, while also protecting the planet for future generations. It's about achieving progress that lasts not just for today but for the long term.
The SDGs encourage sustainable growth and equal opportunities for all. They guide leaders to focus on reducing poverty, protecting the environment, and improving education quality. Following these goals builds a stronger economy and a cleaner environment and a better future for everyone.
Definition of stability and sustainability. Stability and sustainability are closely related concepts that play a vital role in development, growth, and resilience. Stability refers to ability of a system, organization, or structure to maintain balance and resist sudden change or disruptions. It ensures that operations, processes, or environments remain consistent, reliable, and predictable over time. Even when faced with challenge, stability builds trust, reduces risk, and provides a strong foundation for communities, industries, and organizations to function efficiently. Sustainability, on the other hand, focuses on meeting present needs without compromising the ability of future generations to meet theirs. It emphasizes responsible management of natural resources, protections of environment, and promote of social economic well-being. Sustainability encourages long-term planning, adaptability, and innovations to ensure that human activities do not harm the planet or society. While stability provides short-term balance and reliability, sustainability ensures long-term growth and harmony. Both concepts are interconnected. Stability creates a secure environment for sustainability practice, and sustainability guarantees that stability can be maintained for future generations. Together, they are essential for achieving responsible development, environmental protections, social progress, and economic growth, allowing communities and organizations to thrive now and in the future.
Back in 2000, world leaders agreed on the Millennium Development Goals, 8 major goals that focus on reducing poverty, improving health and education, and tackling global disease. By 2015, they made real progress, but not all targets were met. Some goals lack integration. Environmental sustainability, inequality, and long-term development were less emphasized. As the Millennium Development Goals deadline approached, the United Nations realized a more ambitious agenda was needed. In response, it developed the 2030 Agenda, the Sustainable Development Goals. Unlike the Millennium Development Goals, the Sustainable Development Goals are universal. They apply to all countries and much more interconnected, addressing economic, social, and environmental dimensions together. The transition was not easy. The United Nations and World Bank conducted a bottleneck analysis. They looked at why some Millennium Development Goals targets were off track and how to fix those problems. So the Sustainable Development officially launched in 2015. There are 17 goals covering from everything from no poverty, clean energy, climate actions to peace and justice. These goals are ambitious and transformative. With a clear deadline 2030, they challenge us to think beyond the quick fixes and invest in long-term sustainability.
Here are the 17 Sustainable Development Goals or SDGs set by the United Nations as the part of 2030. So number one is no poverty. So end poverty in all its forms everywhere. Number 2, zero hunger. End hunger, achieve food security and improve nutrition and promote sustainable agriculture. Number 3, good health and well-being. Ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all ages. Number 4, quality education. Ensure inclusive and inequality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities. Number 5, gender equality. Achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. Number 6, clean water and sanitation. Ensure availability and sustainable management water and sanitation. Number 7, affordable and clean energy. Ensure access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy. Number 8, decent work and economic growth. Promote sustained, inclusive, and sustainable economic growth, productive employment, and decent work. Number 9, industry, innovation, and infrastructure. Build resilient infrastructure, promote inclusive and sustainable industrialize, and foster innovation. Number 10, reduce inequalities. Reduce inequality among countries. Number 11, sustainable cities and communities. Make cities inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable. Number 12, responsible consumption and production. Ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns. Number 13, climate action. Take urgent action to combat climate change and its impacts. Number 14, life below water. Conserve and sustainable use oceans, seas, and marine resources. Number 15, life on land. Protect, restore, and promote sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystem, forests, and biodiversity. Number 16, peace, justice, and strong institution. Promote peaceful and inclusive societies, provide access to justice, and build effective institution. Last, which is number 17, partnerships for the goals. Strengthen global partnerships for sustainable development. So that would be the 17 SDGs or Sustainable Development Goals. Thank you.
Global food security is shaped by several key factors including food availability, agriculture production, climate conditions and global supply chains, access, income levels, food prices, infrastructures, and political stability, utilization, nutrition, food safety, and public health and stability over time, which depends on resilience to shocks such as disasters or economic crisis. During pandemic, the Philippines struggled with security as lockdowns disrupted agriculture productions, transportations, and market distributions, leading to supply bottlenecks and higher prices. Widespread job losses reduced households' purchasing power, causing many families to shift to cheaper, less nutritious food, which worsened already high levels of malnutrition. Although the national food supply remained generally adequate, disruptions, economic hardships, and natural disasters such as typhoons heightened vulnerability, revealing significant weaknesses in the country's food system.
components of food security. Availability. This is about having enough food in a place. Food must be produced, imported, or stocked so that there is a reliable supply. If there is not enough food physically present, people cannot be food secure, no matter how much they have. In simple terms, is there enough food around for everyone? And number 2, access. Even if food exists, people must be able to get it. This includes having enough money to buy food and having shops or market close enough to reach. In simple terms, can people afford and physically reach the food they need? And number 3, utilization. Food must be safe, nutritious, and properly used. This depends on clean water, good sanitation, health, and knowledge of how to store and cook food. In simple terms, are people able to use food in a way that their bodies can benefit from it? 4. Stability. Food must be available and accessible all the time, not only on good days. Droughts, floods, wars, price spikes, or job loss can disrupt food access. In simple terms, can people rely on having food both today and the future? And number 5, agency. People need the power and freedom to make decisions about their food, what they eat, how it's produced, and how food systems are run. This includes control over land, participation in policy making, and respecting cultural food preferences. In simple terms, do people have a say and control over their own food choices and food systems?
Today, I will be discussing one of the most serious issues affecting our world today: the major threats to global food security. Food security means that all people should have consistent access to safe, nutritious, and affordable food. However, this goal is becoming harder to achieve because of several major challenges. For this report, I will focus on the most important threats that strongly affect global food supply. The first major threat is climate change. Extreme weather conditions like droughts, floods, and heat waves damage crops and reduce harvests when crops fail. There is less food available and prices rise. The second threat is conflict and war. When wars happen, farmers cannot plant crops, farmlands are destroyed, and supply routes are blocked. Even if food exists in other areas, conflict prevents it from being transported. Another strong threat is poverty. Food may be available in market, but many families cannot afford nutritious meals. This leads to hunger and malnutrition even when there is food supply. The fourth threat is shortage of water and fertile land. Farming requires large amounts of water and healthy soil, but both are becoming limited due to climate change, overuse, and urban expansion. The fifth major threat is food waste. Surprisingly, 1/3 of the world food is wasted every year. Food is thrown away due to poor storage, transportation problems, and strict market standards. For example, supermarkets often throw away fruits and vegetables just because they don't look perfect, even if they are still fresh and eatable. These challenges reduce food supply, increase prices, and make it harder for families, especially the poorest, to access nutritious food. Understanding this threat is the first step in creating solutions and ensuring that future generations will have stable and sufficient food.